Right then guys, welcome to another edition of Ben's Angle. And yeah, sorry for the glare. I'm a bit white, ain't I, you know? And yeah, basically, well, the title for this one should be Heatwave Carping. I'm going to keep it real. I'm absolutely fucked. Look at the state of me. So yeah, it is absolutely fucking scorchio, guys. And when I mean scorchio, you know, like you see other videos, they go, yeah, it's scorchio, but it's like 22, 23, and you're thinking, jog on, mate, you're fucking lying as usual. Well, let's put it this way. Scorchio to me is when it's like 30 degrees. You know where we're going now, don't you? Right, well, today, on the Friday, and it is about 1:30 now. I got on from 12 o'clock, and we're on Meadow, and it is actually 31 degrees. I've just set my gear up in 31 degrees fucking heat. As you can see, all the vents, I've got every vent going. I've even got me mozzie mesh on the front. Yeah, it's proper ventilating. I must admit, it is pretty cool once you get in. But yeah, 31 degrees today. 30 degrees on the Saturday, which is tomorrow. And then 31 degrees on Sunday. We're going to see if I've got a set of golden bollocks, haven't we, this weekend? Because I'll tell you now, if we can fluke one of these out in that kind of heat, wow. So yeah, I mean, when you break it down, I mean, I'm here for 48 hours, but let's break this down. Soon as that gets past 9 o'clock in the morning, skip it. It's probably not going to happen. And I would probably say right the way around till about 10 o'clock at night. So we're probably looking, I would probably say, out of 48 hours, if we say that we're fishing for 18 for a bite, so 18 hours out of 48 hours in these conditions, obviously what I mean is through the hours of darkness and first light, I'm assuming that is going to be bite time. Now the one thing I will say is there is islands here on Meadow, and they are shallow. So you've still got half a chance, I believe, in that kind of water, even in this heat. But I think that's the only glimmer bit that I've got during daylight. But yeah, as you can see, it's absolutely fucking scorchio, and that is why we're going to call it probably Heatwave Carping. He's collapsed down there, bless him, and I've already chucked him in the lake, so he's cooled down now, bless him. But yeah, I think we're going to be up against it, guys. Like I say, I've got every air vent going, I've got my fan, I've got everything, and I ain't even got a rod out yet. I'll pan you around, and you can have a look at the swim. But the one thing I am glad of, guys, is I've got the van in the swim. Like in all coking farm lakes, you can drive to the swim. So you know what that means, don't you? The aircon's going on, lads. Fucking right it is. That's going to be on number 4, mate. Everything pelting at me. Lovely. I'm going to come out there like a fucking Iceman, aren't I? So yeah, that's the plan anyway. So obviously for new viewers and stuff like that, we'll go through rigs and bait and stuff like that and where I'm fishing later on in the trip. But like I say, it's 1:30 on the Friday. I haven't even got a rod in. They're ready, but yeah, in this heat, I just don't think it's going to happen too much. Now, I know what people will say, well, Ben, why did you go? The thing is here with Coking Farm, you have to book your swims up in advance to come. So obviously when I booked this, which was obviously months and months ago, weather was lovely, wasn't it? It's beautiful, you know? This is the thing when you book your swims. Unfortunately, sometimes when you get a heat wave, it's one of those, isn't it? You either go or you give it up. And I thought, you know what? We're still going to go. We're going to see if we can nick one. And that is what this video is about. It's nicking one carp. If we get more than one, fuck me. In 30 degrees heat over the weekend, yeah, that's going to take some going. But we're going to give it a go, guys. So right, I'm going to pan you around now, and then you can see basically where I am. All right, well, that's the view of the swim as such. Obviously, I've come more at an angle with the bivvy to try and get some shade. Not that there really is any in this swim, but when the sun goes round, I should get a little bit later on this afternoon. So yeah, basically what you see is what I get in this swim. There is an island just to the right. Obviously you can't see because of the bushes. And but yeah, you get a lot of margin and stuff like that in this swim. But like I say, with these temperatures, I think I'm going to have to come up on these shelves. It's not something that I normally do, but just due to the heat, I cannot see these fish being in 7 foot, 8 foot of water, which I've got out in front of me here. Obviously the margins go up to 2s and 3s here, guys, do you know what I mean? So I'm just assuming we need to get up into that shallow water to get ourselves a bite. So I'll tell you what, we'll drag the old camera out and we'll go in here. So basically, you get to that willow, all around that island. Obviously, Dad's opposite. He's over there. Can you see him? He's hiding behind the tree. And then basically you get all in this bay, all the way, right the way round. A few overhanging trees down there, etc. But everyone goes to them, guys. This is the problem in this swim. It's a swim that gets used a lot. And yeah, I've seen fish up the trees there, spooking off certain spots in this swim. And yeah, look, it's one of those. But that's what we're dealing with. So that is the swim, as you can see. Bad boys are down there. I've not even got the line through the rings yet, guys. So like I say, we're miles off yet. And but that is what we're dealing with. So we're going to come up on the shelves. I think we're going to have to give it a go, but I am going to go around there with a leading rod first, just to try and find something. I'm going to jump up a couple of the trees there and see what we're dealing with, because I don't want to be going on the usual spots like everyone does, because what happens is they blank, someone will have 2 or 3, blank, 2 or 3. I don't want to be in that blank period bit, guys. So yeah, that's what I say. So we've got an island to go with. We have got some shelves, guys. That's more what I'm interested in this heat. So, but yeah, that's what we're dealing with anyway. So right, next job, ring them bad boys up, and then I'm going to go down there and jump up that big tree and start having a little look at a different angle and see if I can get over to that willow, especially up these trees. I'll be able to see down with a bird's eye view. So right, I'll come back to you later on. Right then, chaps. Well, it's still scorchio, but I found a bit of shade in my swim, and yeah, I'm very, very grateful for it as well. So I reckon I've done 40 miles in the van today with the bloody aircon. So yeah, I've been sitting in that pretty much all day. Just opened up the doors now to vent that out as well, guys, because it was roasting in there. But yeah, other than that, that's about it. So where are we at with the rods? So basically I've put 1 on the island, up on the shelf, and then I've gone 2 down the edges basically, and that's what we're starting off with. So for the first 24, see how we get on. It's something I don't really want to do, I'm going to be honest, because I know everyone does it. Everyone that comes in these swims, island margins, blank, someone will catch 2 or 3, repeat the process. I like to fish in the open water and put bait, but I just don't know if they're going to be... Well, basically out in this swim, we've got 8.5 foot in the middle of the water, like middle zone as I call it. And yeah, 30 degrees heat. I don't know. Look, if they start showing there this evening, rods will be getting moved, but as it stands at the moment, I've come right up on the shelves. Like I say, it's... I haven't gone mad with the bait. Ted, what are you doing? Yeah, Ted's whacking the tripod, guys. But yeah, I haven't gone mad with the bait again. Normally I put quite a bit in here, and it's just that temperature, guys, that's putting me off, you know what I mean? It could be excuses, I don't know. We've got 3 rods. The chances are I'll probably change one. And but yeah, we're still on these shelves. Time now is about 10 past 7. And like I say, I'm grateful for this tree here. So, because the bivvy over there, well, I'll show you. That is all in the pure sun. So yeah, like I say, we're not sitting over there for quite a while, but it's one of those, guys. I mean, the wind is hacking down the other end of the lake into a swim that I'm well known for going in for. Bloody typical, isn't it? I'm up the other end this time, but there you go. It is what it is. But Dad's on the other side. It's looking good down in his swim. So yeah, like I say, I think we're fishing for a straggler, but like I say, I see 2 today, actually. There's a willow in front of this swim, which is it's a pronounced spot. I think soon as you get in this swim, everyone's like, yeah, got to get one there, got to get one there. And I did see one cruising round it, and then I heard one rattle out. And you know, like you jump up, you think, where the fuck was that? I'm looking down the other end, I'm looking right next to me, and I see the ripples coming out underneath the willow. So that's the only place I've seen them. I mean, there's 2 very good climbing trees in this swim. And yeah, I was up to both of them trees for at least 40 minutes today, probably 20 minutes each tree, scanning like what I call this zone. And yeah, I never see one out there, which is quite worrying. You'd like to think in this heat you'd see a few backs hanging out, etc. But I pretty much know where the pack is, but I can't get in there. It's fair enough, isn't it? It is what it is, guys, isn't it? So you're not going to be in pole position all the time when it comes to this kind of weather. You're just not going to. So, but like I say, I feel confident of a straggler. You know what I mean? Like the bait, we've got the hydro squid on, got them on all 3 rods. And we move from there really, guys, you know what I mean? I know that the rigs are all good. And, but like I say, there are a couple of things that I'm worried about, but I can't really do a lot about them. But like I say, once that sun goes, I'm going to be sitting over there near the rods, and then I can see the whole zone. That's why my bivvy's over that side, so that I get to see everything. And it's something I'd recommend for you guys. Put your bivvy in the best possible viewing point, because if they start crashing and you can't see round a tree or a bush or whatever, you're not going to know about it. So that's why the bivvy, and every time I go fishing, that bivvy will be in absolute pole position for when I'm sitting there, like I'm looking at you guys, like tunnel vision. And like I say, when that sun goes down, that's exactly where I will be. But like I say, that's where we're at on the Friday evening, guys. Like I say, not a lot to report. I'm not expecting it at the moment. I think if it does, it'll be 10 o'clock onwards. But we've always got a chance of a straggler because we've got a rod in the water. So, but right, I'm going to leave it there, and hopefully I come back to you in the middle of the night or at first thing in the morning, you know, first light. And yeah, we go from there, guys. So, so hopefully I'll see you soon. Well, morning, guys, and yeah, not a lot to report. In fact, nothing to report. It's well, it's up. I think it's time now. It's 20 to 6 in the morning, and yeah, very quiet, very quiet last night. So yeah, I didn't even see one. I left you last night. I think it was around 7ish, and yeah, sat there. I mean, the sun went down eventually, obviously behind the trees, which was lovely, and yeah, sat out there, had my first cup of coffee for the day. And it was a lovely evening, to be fair, but not up this end it wasn't. I didn't see one fish show yesterday evening, and you know, like when you're sitting there and you're like, this ain't looking good, you know. So and that's basically what happened. I didn't see anything show. And then during the night, I mean, I've got all my air vents and all that open. Obviously the lake is literally just there, and I didn't even hear, you know, like sometimes you hear them in the night, you know what I mean? And I didn't even hear one in the night, and I didn't even get a bleep. There you go. So yeah, as it stands at the moment, I think we are seriously in no Carp Bay. So but today is a different day, so there is a positive there. I need a few to move in. I think that is the problem. I mean, I'm going to see out the morning period, see how we get on, give it till about 9. That sun, it ain't going to be long before that's up. That's going to be up in another hour. It's all blue skies up here, so there's a bit of cloud behind me. I mean, that's where the sun comes up, behind me there. So I think once that cloud shifts, I think that sun's going to be out full boom again. But yeah, I think we'll see the morning out and then start making decisions what we want to do. So like I say, I think at the moment all I'm doing is just doing what other people are doing, and this is why, you know what I mean, like there is a lot of blanks on here. I've got to do something different. So like I say, there's a little bit of deep water out here. Maybe stay on them shells for today because it's going to be red hot, and then this evening I might just pull totally off of them, just put 2 out in that zone, because I've caught out in that zone before in the deeper water by putting a bit of bait out there, but when you're not seeing them, it's bloody awkward. So so yeah, got to get my thinking cap on for this one. Like I say, I don't think there's going to be many in this, but if we can nick one, I think that's a right result. So so basically, yeah, like I say, I think once that sun comes out, I think that's going to be it for today. But it is still early now, and yeah, I've just had my first cup of coffee, but I still ain't seen one. I still ain't seen one, like, you know, like proper rattle out, like, you know what I mean? But it doesn't mean to say there's none there. There could be a couple here. And, you know, this happens sometimes a lot on Meadow. I've had it before where it's not looking good and then want to go out the blue. I think that's where we're at. I don't know if Dad said anything, and Dad said he see a few in his swim last night, which, I mean, the way the wind's going, I would imagine they would have been in Dad's. There's about 3 swims that they would have been in with the way that the wind was going. And they were certainly in Dad's, so I don't know if he's caught anything. So, but yeah, that's about it. Ted Soundo down there in the chair. And yeah, sorry guys, I haven't got a lot to report at the moment. We are definitely in no carp bay. So, but yeah, it was nice last night with all the vents open. I left them all open last night, and like I say, I got the mozzie mesh on. And for people that like, you know, suffer from being very hot and stuff like that, yeah, I'll thoroughly advise to keep them vents open at night and get yourself a mozzie mesh front. And yeah, because last night the wind got up a little bit and it was absolutely beautiful in here, it was. So, but yeah, it proper ventilates it. But the only thing it does do is the negative. Is when that sun does come, like when it got light this morning, you knew about it. You know, like I had to, because obviously I was facing that way. And because the sun comes up over there, yeah, it did pop out this morning. And then you had to turn around. That's the only problem sometimes, it makes it too light. But I must admit, with the ventilation, yeah, it was pretty good night, to be honest with you. Not on the fishing front, but on the sleeping front. So yeah, oh, excuse me guys. But right, I'm going to come off the lens. Fish spot until about 8:30, 9. And then we're going to have to make a decision. So I'll come back to you after then, guys. Right then guys, typical isn't it? Typical carp angler. After all that moaning, don't look good, shouldn't be up on the shelves, going to deep water. Made the change and believe it, it was away. Unbelievable carp fishing sometimes, isn't it, eh? Go with your instincts, as they say. We got one of the stockies. It's only been out there about an hour. And there we go, £21 on the money. So it will heat. But yeah, typical that. So pulled away from them spots, and that there is the reward. So yeah, £21. I'll quickly flip him round for you guys. And yeah, it's a great result. And there's the other side. He's tensing up this one. I think he's going to go again. Come on. And there's the other side. He's going to be a big one, this one, with that hump. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, cracking. Well happy with that one. So right, I'm going to get a couple of stills of him, and we'll get that rod straight back out. Lovely. All right. There we go. Hopefully, get another one. £21. Oh mate, there you go. Lovely. That will do. Thank you very much, Meadow. Well then, where the fuck did that one come from, eh? There you go, eh? Golden bollocks, eh? Or jammy bollocks, shall we say. I'll tell you what, I've caught the sun tonight, guys. Look at me, I'm glowing. I'm scared to walk around the lake. Someone will cast at me. Look, I'm a luminous red. That's the people that start spomming to me if I walk round. But yeah, getting back to that fish. Lucky bastard, isn't it, eh? Proper lucky bastard. But basically, like when I left you guys, I sat out there with a cup of coffee. Fish spotting time, as I call it. And I was sitting there, you know, you put your fishing head on, didn't you? You know, your thinking cap. And I was thinking, all I'm doing is just doing what the previous bloke done before me, the previous bloke before that, and the previous bloke before that. And what I mean is by that, fishing up on these shelves. Now, for instance, you know, there's so many bait companies out there, isn't there? And they're all good. You know what I mean? Fair play. If you use a different bait, fair play. You know, you catch with it, stick with it. But if you imagine like so much bait is going in on these shelves. For instance, the bloke before me could have used CC Moore. The bloke before that could have used Parker baits, for instance. And then the bloke before that could have used Nash. Let's just say that, for instance. And then I come along, and then I go and put my steamy stuff on it. I mean, fucking hell, when you think of it, there's probably so many different flavours on them shelves, different colours, different sizes. It's like a fucking buffet for them, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And I think what I'm trying to get at if you knew what the bloke was using before you, what I mean is like a certain company and a certain flavour, if you've got that in your bag, it's probably worth dropping back on that spot, because it's kind of pre-baited with the same flavour and the same colour. But the thing is here, because it's like a conveyor belt, you don't know what's gone on before, and without being nasty to people, a lot of people don't look at their bait. Like I say, they have beautiful cars that they turn up in, you know what I mean? They have lovely bivvies, top of the range bed chairs, lovely setups, and then they fucking scrimp and scrape with fucking bait, you know what I mean? Oh, if I don't get that for £6 a kilo, I ain't using it. Well, it's £6 a kilo because it's probably shit, mate. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, the most important part about carp fishing is bait. Without it, and a good quality one, you ain't regularly catching. So like, I was sitting there and I was like, no, I'm just doing what the others have done. I need to fucking move off. And then I could not believe it. I've seen one fish I have this morning. Like I say, the conditions are not favourable for this swim. And he's flopped out about halfway to 3/4 of the way down. And I tell you what, I nearly punched myself in the face, because it's the zone that I normally fish when I come into this swim. It's deeper water. And I thought, what are you doing? You know, like that saying, guys, when the penny drops and you think, you fucking idiot, like, you know? And that's what it was. And I was like, nah, that's it. You know, I've only seen one, and I was like, nah, that's it. I'm doing what I normally do. I'm not going to do what others do. You know what I mean? You know, all you're going to do is fall into their category, and we don't do that. So I brought in the 2 rods. Anyway, the typical rigs, you know, for previous viewers and stuff like that. Basically, it's just a lead-free lead, a safety clip, coated hook length, and a size 4 barbless hook. I whizzed them out there. I didn't take them out of the boat. Whizzed them out there. I put 2 rods. But one, I'll tell you what, I'll flip you around. It'll be easier instead of seeing my red mug in it. Right, let me flip you guys around. Right, and there's the swim, as you've already seen. So basically, like, over here, these spots over here are all well documented, and that's where we was. But when I see the fish, he was about here, about halfway to 3/4 out. And it's normally where I fish. I normally stick one here and about one here, out in the open zone. So basically, you know, along there where the finger's going, guys, yeah? And I see him in the middle there, and I thought, you know what? I'm going back to old school. And I did. I put a little mesh bag on, hydro squid, middle rod, hydro squid, left hand rod. Well, it weren't out there long. I couldn't believe it. It weren't out there long. Probably, I don't know, an hour or so, something like that. Well, it was about 9ish that I had that bite. So just coming out of that bite time period, you know what I mean? And yeah, left hand rod was absolutely screaming, guys. So, but yeah, like I say, I could kick myself. I really could now. And because to me, it's a wasted opportunity. You know, what if I would have put them rods out there yesterday evening? You know, the greed inside me as a carp angler, you start thinking, could I have got more? You know, so, but there you go, guys. So we've made the change now. I've still got the right hand rod up on the island, because it is bloody hot here still. And I thought, well, we'll try up there on the shallower bit over there. And I've gone in a bit where I don't really see a lot of people going on this island. It's not a blatant area, you know. I pulled away from that willow, and the other 2 are out there in the deep water. So, you know, we'll say deep water. It's 8 foot to be precise, guys. You know what I mean? So it's a lot deeper than what Meadow, the normal spots on Meadow, if that makes sense. So so there, that's where we're at. So, but very grateful, and I'm going to show you the bait and that now, what we use, and we caught that lovely 21. So yeah, but yeah, the confidence has gone up now, and let's hope we can get some more, guys. Right, I'm just going to go through that bait with you. For previous viewers and stuff like that, you know the baits that I use on Meadow, and like probably the most proven one out of them all, out of the range, is the hydro squid that we do. And yeah, that one has caught a lot. And but don't rule out that krill and bloodworm, as previous videos have shown. You know, there's been a lot of that going in as well. But I thought we'd go back to basics, and we're going for the old trust and tried method. And yeah, it's certainly come up again. So basically, we've got the 15mm hydro squids, and they're in a red colour for people that want to know. And I've also got some barrels as well. So, come on, mate, there's enough planes around here, guys, isn't there? So yeah, and they're the barrels as well, for the people that want to know. I've got 2 bags left, or 1 of each left. But they're the most dominant one. When I say dominant for me, that's what I use. So, and then basically, when you get that, the best thing to do with them, just to the couple of bleeps in, guys. My receiver's out there on the bucket, isn't it? Be a great one. If the camera goes for a Houdini, it's me bombing out that way. But anyway, yeah, like I say, when you get these, because a lot of people say, Ben, how'd you prep them and stuff like that? The best thing to do with them, as soon as they come in the packaging, you know, like in your box and that, undo your box, undo the packaging, put them in a bucket, and then leave them for 48 hours and put the matching liquid on it, because that's what I do. Now, you've got to remember, when fishing out in the middle of Meadow, it's all silty and fucking shitty and debris and everything like that. You've got to remember, no one fishes out there. Well, I say no one, I don't know that for fact, but when I watch people on here, you don't see many people dropping them in the middle. So basically, if you soak that up, so pour your liquid over it, your matching liquid, what happens is that withdraws into the bait. And then after 40, keep turning it over. I try and turn it over every 3 to 4 hours. Now, I respect you can't do that at night, because obviously you'll be asleep. But during daylight, I know people that even take it to work with them, you know, in the back of the van, they stir it up. After about, I would say, 48 hours, whack them back into the freezer, because all that liquid withdraws into the bait. So then when you turn up, when you put it out, all that liquid is then coming out, so the silt can't absorb into your bait. So if you imagine, how can I put this? A fresh portion of chips, you know, like you could have a roast dinner, couldn't you, yeah? And you're absolutely full up, yeah, you think, fuck me, I'm like a beach whale here, I can't move. You walk past a chip shop, and you know what I'm going to say, don't you? Because you're all smiling. I know you're smiling. A fresh portion of chips, what's the first thing you say? You go, God, fuck me, that smells nice. Even though you've had a roast dinner and you're full, you still say it's nice, don't you? If anyone has ever had a portion of chips and then they save them and put them into the microwave, they taste like shit, don't they, afterwards? They're never the same. That's the equivalent of putting liquid in a bait and not. Does that make sense? So that's why we soak them right up. So obviously then we're fishing out there in the crap and the silt. And then the hook baits, I've got one on a 12mm wafter. Again, that darky red colour. That's on the middle rod, but the bite that we had was on the barreled wafter, red in colour as well for the guys that want to know. I'm trying to help you guys out, like, you know, with colours and stuff like that. So that red hydro squid, that seems to be a very good colour for me on here. But that's the bait that we're using. I've got that on all 3 rods, and like I say, there's definitely something about it, and I think it's just the amount that's gone in. Now, like I say, I've noticed this on other lakes, guys, you know, when a lot of bait is going in of a certain company and a certain colour and a certain flavour, they start tuning into it, whether they like it or not, you know what I mean, because it's there in mass. And you know, I think that's just why it works now. So, you know, so many people, I respect they watch the videos, get a lot of traffic in my swim when I fish up here, which is fine. And yeah, they're going to copy, aren't they? And I don't blame you, I'd be doing the bloody same. So, and that's why I think it is very, very good on here, because so many people put it in. But yeah, like I say, that there, that is the winner. Winner, chicken dinner on Meadow, that is. So, but like I say, rods are out. The time now is about 11 o'clock on the Saturday. And yeah, let's hope, getting greedy, ain't I, guys? Getting fucking greedy. Let's see if we can get another one. But what I'll do is I'll put half a kilo out there between the 2 rods. I'll probably stick another half a kilo out there probably later on, and then we go from there, guys. So like I say, I've got 2 bags left, so I don't intend to use all of that, but if I need to, I will do. So but right, I'll catch up with you guys soon. All right then, fellas, well, I can finally get back on the lens, and yeah, the reason for that is it's been fucking hot today. All the cameras have been overheating, the phones, and yeah, I couldn't really get much more filming done really in that heat. It was just ridiculous, sorry. I mean, look at me, I'm absolutely glowing. So, I mean, a bit stupid really, I'm a little bit burnt as well, but it's what happens, isn't it? Sun comes out, shirt's off, and but yeah, we got burnt in the end. I put the aircon on in the van, so fucking handy, isn't it? I mean, thank you, Coking, for having that. And yeah, like I say, I worked it out, guys. I've done 62 miles today just sitting in the van with the aircon on. So basically it's 120 miles for me to come fishing here, and yeah, half the trip has been done in aircon, just sitting in the van. But no, it was ideal really. Like I say, I could get Ted in there as well, you know, because obviously he was well overheating, he was at one point. But yeah, oh, someone got a bite over there? No. But yeah, other than that, guys, that's been it. Like I say, oh, there was some news. Unfortunately, Dad bloody lost one today in all that heat. Yeah, I went round there and see him, and yeah, I couldn't believe it. We were sitting there, and yeah, his right hand rod wrapped round. He was playing it. He had a bloody hook pull. We didn't see it, but it was near the edge, and yeah, he had a bloody hook pull. Yeah, he's cursing it over there, bless him. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, in these temperatures, you're not going to get many chances, guys, as you guys know. So, but like I say, we're still on the one. It's now 8:30, and that sun, it's just dipping down behind them trees now. So, I've redone the rods. They're all in. Well, I've done them at about, I don't know, lunchtime. Got the same bait on as what we went through before, and yeah, I'm just going to leave them. Like I say, they're ardent hook baits, and yeah, they're fine. They're all in position. So just doing a bit of fish spotting. You can see him having his dinner, and yeah, let's see what the night brings. But obviously that bite didn't happen until about 9 o'clock this morning. So but who knows, guys. But I'm just grateful for getting one. I mean, 30 degrees yesterday, 30 degrees today. It's, oh, this will make you laugh here. You know, like I always bring the rain. Everyone today was just like, please be on site, please be on site. And anyway, one bloke come round, he went, you know, we got rain forecast today, didn't you? I was like, oh, shut up. I couldn't believe it. It did. It turned up for 40 minutes. It was red hot. Black cloud came over. It rained for 40 minutes, and then the cloud went back to 30 degrees. So I did try, guys. I did. So, but yeah, only lasted 40 minutes. Bloody typical, isn't it? But see, it's me, innit, eh? I'll always bring it with me. But right, I think that's enough waffle as such. I'm going to do a bit of fish spotting, like I just said, but there isn't nothing really happening, if I'm honest with you guys. So, but right, we'll leave it there. If we get one in the night, you know what happens. And if not, I shall see you in the morning with an update. So, but while we're on the lens, actually, if you could subscribe to the channel, guys, give it a like and a comment, anything that I can help you with. I always get back to people, as long as they're, you know, normal, the questions as such. And yeah, I always get back to the people and that. But yeah, if you can subscribe, like I say, it's all free. I don't charge anyone for it, and it's just my opinion on carp fishing, really, guys. Like I say, I'm not here to rewrite carp fishing, and what I use, it works for me, guys, you know. So it's not a selling channel. I know it's part of the steamies and that, etc. But like I say, we always say it, you use what you want. They're your rods, and that's the beauty of carp fishing, isn't it? You're always in control, guys. They're your rods. I'm just bringing you what I use and what I catch on, that's all. So but yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Like I say, it does really help me. And if you are a regular viewer, I would appreciate it as well, and even if you're a new viewer. So hit it up, and hopefully we can bring you a load more new videos. So but right, that's enough for me. Like I say, fish spotting time. Well then, fellas, morning, as they say. And yeah, to be honest with you, not a lot has happened. And you know, I had a few bleeps last night. Well, in fact, I got up, the middle rod kept bleeping, and so I went out, you know, like you do, and have an investigate it. And yeah, it just kept going beep, 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 you know, one of those. And you know, eventually it just stopped. So I'm not too sure what that was about. But but when I left you, I did see 3 out there, and I thought, Andy, you know, that's enough for me. But no, nothing. Very quiet. Very, very quiet for me. But there was some good news. When I came off the lens yesterday, when I was talking to you guys, Dad had one, which was good for him. And because obviously he'd lost one, hadn't he? Which, you know, absolute nightmare when you lose one, isn't it? And but yeah, he had a lovely one, 2412 common. It was like a 2-tone common as well, so very distinctive. And yeah, he was very happy, bless him, like, you know. So yeah, no, well done, Dad, on that one. But I don't know if he's had any more in the night. I can see him over there. He ain't up, bless him, and I don't blame him. But yeah, time now is about 7 in the morning. Had a bit of a lay-in, but yeah, have a word, look. Then someone decided to do that and went, that's my bed, Dad. Look at him, fuck's sake. So yeah, so my lay-in was until 7, guys. Let's sort that out. There you go. So yeah, it's but that's been about it for me. So I did have me bite at about 9 o'clock yesterday. Not that I reckon it'll go bang on 9 o'clock again. You never know, I suppose. But it's but that sun's out now, and yeah, I'm more thinking, shall I start packing up now? Like, you know, it's going to be another warm one today. So I do feel for the people that are fishing at the moment. I wouldn't have thought there's been a lot out in this heat. So, but yeah, you know, it's like try and pack up before the sun gets right up, guys, isn't it? You know. So I am absolutely fucking glowing. I know that. So, but right, I think that's enough from me. But it does look good out there this morning. Like I say, I did hear them last night as well, but I heard them now. They would swim next door to me, so a few did move over, which was good. I don't know if anyone else has caught, but like I say, that's where we're at the moment. So fingers crossed, you never know. Might nick one more. There's a couple of hours left. I am booked on till 12, but I'll probably leave at about 10. It won't be no later than that. I just can't see the point in this heat. So hold on a sec. Oh, that's better. But yeah, I can't see the point. But I'm very grateful for getting that one. So it's well worth coming, as I'm sure Dad would say the same. So, but right, what we'll do is, guys, I think we'll leave it there. If anything happens, I'll jump back on the lens. But if not, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all your support as well, guys. So like I say, Meadow ain't an easy lake. And if there's anything else that you want me to chuck in these videos, leave it in the comments, guys. Do you know what I mean? So, and I'll go through it with you. You know, if there's anything else, you know, you want to know, or I mean, I can start filming me set up a little bit more if you want, the bivvy. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? If there's any things that you think, oh Ben, I'd like to see a little bit more of this or a little bit more of that. All right, yeah, cool. We'll stick it in. Do you know what I mean? So, like I say, it is real life fishing as such. You know, we don't do. What's the word? And this ain't being disrespectful to other YouTube channels, but like, I'm not going to start filming like making a cup of tea or, you know, what I'm eating and, I don't know, a beautiful kingfisher on me fucking rod or a swan. Do you know what I mean, guys? Like, you know, and it's no disrespect to the others if that's what they want to do, fair play. It's not me. I don't upload blank videos as well, you know, so when you see me on YouTube, it's probably one you want to watch because I can guarantee I'm holding the carp. So, but if there's anything else that you would like me to go through or to see a bit more of, leave it in the comments. We'll have a little think about it and we'll start chucking it in the videos. But I don't want it to become like a selling thing. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? It's, you know, it's just me. A camera comes with me, and we catch some beautiful carp along the way. Like I say, we fish proper lakes, specimen lakes. Sometimes there'll be loads. Sometimes there might be one, like this one. But that's specimen fishing for you, isn't it? So it's one of those, guys. But right, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. Like I said earlier, subscribe to the channel. Give it a like. Anything in the comment section, appreciate it. And like I say, hopefully I'll see you on the next one. So that's a ta-da from me. And ta-da, I mean, look at him. And ta-da from the bed thief. See you soon, guys.